Hey guys, Mike Chamberlain here, and welcome back to Mike's Garage. That's right, it's my garage, #1 Mike's Garage ambassador on YouTube. Anyways, today I've got the quickest how to install fender flares on a 1999 to 2005 Super Duty. Actually, no, it would probably fit Super Duties after that. But anyways, here's how it goes. First, buy fender flares. I bought these fender flares off Amazon. You could buy them from your local off-road store, and they work great. Next thing you want to do, they come with these supplied clips. They, if you've got perfect fenders and you don't want them to rust from screw holes, you can put tape on it, put these clips on, then use these little tiny screws to screw into the clip, and that works great. But if you've got a clapped out 99 Super Duty with fender rust, you know what? Take the screw, throw it away. You won't be needing that because you don't have any metal to screw it to or clip it to. But what you do is you take and treat your fender, take your rust and treat it. You're never gonna stop the rust. A fender is about $250 to replace it. If you're gonna paint your truck, just buy a new fender and paint it. But if you're like me and you just wanna hide what was there and maintain your factory original fender for a few more years, take and treat the rust, then put your fender over top of it. Then on the front, your front fender uses the factory screws. If your fender isn't rusted out where your screw holes are, they will fit. If your other two holes are rusted out behind, like mine was, you can use a sheet metal screw and screw it into your inner fender liner. Boom, 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 3 screws and you're done. Put the rubber trim on, put your fake stainless bolts on, boom. Front fender's done, rust is hidden. Looks like a pretty badass setup, doesn't it? Next, on the back fender. Okay, your fender's jacked up, same thing. Treat the rust, paint the rust, hide the rust. Put your fake stainless steel bolts in here, put your rubber trim on the fender, get it lined up. And when you were gonna get it lined up, use your ever trusty vice grips. That's right, vice grips. Clip it on with vice grips, get the positioning right, front to back. Now the one thing with these fenders, they don't fit tight up against the fender because they're using those little clips, or that's what they want you to do. Mine rusted out again. So what I did, I didn't use clips, I used sheet metal screws. I took and screwed into the metal, and then on the front side, it fit tight, so I screwed it right tight. I also put a little bit of Never-Seez on that so that way when I want to take it out, or as it rusts out, or as the rust starts to creep out, I can pull them off easier. The front side, and when I say front side, I mean top side, there again on this one too, screwed it right flush, brought it down tight. The second one down, there's a gap. If you can see there's a gap, I used a nut. I used a nut to space out my fender flare so that it doesn't bend inward. Once again, using a sheet metal screw with a washer to spread the load. The bottom, sucked it in tight, didn't use a spacer. Same on this side, brought it in tight, didn't use a spacer. 4 bolts, same up top, brought it in tight. The fit is good. On the bottom, there's a bolt to tie it on the front. Fitment is great. And that's it. Your rear fender flare is installed. Now, if you've got a cherry truck and you don't want to take and jack, and when I say jack it, I mean screw it all up, you can use those clips, and those clips will probably work okay. But the problem is, if you're putting these on, you're gonna F it up eventually anyways. Because one thing with these, this is gonna rub on the paint. And eventually, you're gonna have a paint rub mark everywhere this goes. So if you've got a cherry Ford Super Duty and you don't wanna wreck it, don't use these flares. Don't use any flares. Keep it original. Maybe just put a big mud flap on it. But that's just my opinion. Same thing with this side. Sheet metal screws drilled in, Never-Seez on the bolts. Space this one out because there is a bit of a gap to keep the fitment right. This one is right tight. This one is gapped, and the bottom is bolted on. And that's it, guys. That's how to install fender flares on a 99 to, well, 2005 or later Ford Super Duty. And I only used 2005 because that's when they changed the front ends and went with coilovers on the front. Or when I say coilovers, I mean springs, front suspension, like coil springs. So anyways, that's it. That's my 5-minute tech talk on how to install fender flares. So in the next video, you're gonna see something different. Cheers, guys.